I don't really like the term play to earn because it implies that you're only playing the game in order to earn money. This has led to so-called play to earn games, which you don't really play, but instead you just click buttons and get tokens that may or may not have value. But outside of crypto, the main reason we play games is for fun, and going forward, it won't be enough to only earn. New games will also have to be fun to play or no one's going to play them. And that's why I'm really interested in Cryowar, because Cryowar looks like a ton of fun to play, and it's built on Solana with Polygon coming next year, so your earnings won't be eroded away by fees. It's been in development for about 3 years already. The gameplay footage looks great, and I think this is one of the top contenders for the first big competitive esports blockchain game. Welcome to DeFi Now. I'm Josh Cross, and if you like ad-free crypto content, then make sure to subscribe down there with the bell notification, as we often have time-sensitive content and giveaways that you won't want to miss. As always, my videos are not financial advice or endorsements, and you've got to make your own investing decisions based on your own situation. This video is purely informative and should probably be only one piece of your own research. With that said, let's take a look at Cryowar. Cryowar is a real-time multiplayer PvP arena game with the goal of being a competitive esports game. It will have cross-platform multiplayer so everyone can compete together, whether you're on PC, Android, or iOS, which is really awesome, but it will require some careful balancing so that PC players don't have an advantage over mobile players. They've been developing it for about 3 years already and decided to make it a blockchain game on Solana about a year ago. It was designed in Unreal Engine 4, and the gameplay videos already look great, but now that UE5 is out, they plan to upgrade to the new engine. And that'll be great to see because the game already looks really impressive for a mobile game. Each match will be only a few minutes long, so it's easy to pick up and play without requiring a long commitment. And as far as PvP goes, there'll be death matches, last man standing, battle arena, top score within 5 minutes, duels on player-owned land, and there'll be more added over time. There will also be co-op survival modes and large-scale boss fights with token and NFT rewards. So that all sounds really awesome. The thing that really excites me, though, and got me to buy some CWAR tokens is their push towards live esports tournaments. With how massive esports is, this is an excellent direction to go for a blockchain game. Top esports championships have millions of live viewers, and while it's way too early to see how Cryowar will compete among these other top games, it's definitely high on my list of contenders and probably at the top when it comes to blockchain games. Again, it's too early to tell, but I'll definitely be watching how this develops. There's some really cool token utilizations in the gameplay where you can put your tokens or NFTs at risk to play in a hardcore difficulty and earn the highest rewards. I think people will love watching the best players put their assets at risk, and it will drive more traffic to these live matches and tournaments, but I'll get more into that in the tokenomics section. Now let's look at the different heroes that you can play as. So there are 3 different heroes to choose from to begin with, and at least 5 more will be added over time. The ACS Valkyrie focuses on close combat with her 2 swords and fast movement. Her snakebite attack launches a blade and causes damage over time to the target. Her Aurora of Blades creates a whirlwind of northern lights and damages all enemies in a circle around her, and her Berserker increases her attack and defense for some massive damage. Then the ACS Heavy focuses on long range and defense, which is why he looks like a tank. He's got a piercing beam, which is a powerful blast from the gun on his back that shoots in a straight, narrow line. He's got a defensive shield that protects himself and his allies while absorbing damage over time, and then an artillery attack that rains down rockets on your enemies. But my personal favorite is the ACS Centurion, who has a gun and a sword. So you can shoot a projectile that explodes on impact out of his gun. He can launch an incandescent copy of his sword, which also explodes on impact and causes a defense debuff. And his Judgment Day launches explosive gunshots and sword slashes in all directions. So super cool. Each hero has different skins to choose from, and those skins will be NFTs. Now, since I haven't yet played the game, I'm just going on the gameplay footage. That said, I'm most excited to play as the Centurion, as I said. But let me know in the comments which one you would choose, and then let's look at the tokenomics. The tokenomics for CWAR have been fleshed out pretty thoroughly, and it looks to me like a solid economy will be built. The CWAR token is the governance and utility token of the game, with staking, yield farming, and it's the medium of exchange on the marketplace. Let's first take a look at the utilities. Holding CWAR tokens increases your chances to get skin and item loot drops, When the PvE modes are implemented, players can choose the severe hardcore difficulty mode, and you have to put your tokens or NFTs at risk in order to play, but they'll have the highest rewards, as I mentioned previously. CWAR will also be needed to participate in hardcore farming, duels, and tournaments. The marketplace will have NFTs, so you can buy skins for your character initially, as I mentioned, but they also plan to include in-game items, pets, which I'm excited for, and land plots as well. The fees from the marketplace will be split. 40% of the fees go to development, 30% for tournament and mining rewards, and then 30% will be burned. And that's the same breakdown for the online tournament profits and the fees from the high-risk PvE games. They also promise to purchase tokens on the market and do other burning and reinvesting in the Cryowar ecosystem from other revenue sources. So that's actually really cool to see. Now, here's the token distribution. There are 1 billion CWAR tokens total, 3.71% for the seed round, 14% for the private round, 2.29% for the public round, 12% for the team, 2% for advisors, 20% for marketing and ecosystem, 1% for airdrops, and 45% for staking and rewards. And here are the vesting schedules. I'm not going to read all of this, but feel free to pause the video and take a look. I do like the longer vesting schedules as it shows the team and investors' long-term commitment here. There's more to the tokenomics than what I've covered, so I've linked the white paper in the description. It also has details on the team, who have a lot of game development experience already. I highly recommend reading it and checking out the team so you really understand the project if you're considering buying some tokens. But you do you, I'm not a financial advisor. Now, I will definitely be covering Cryowar a lot in the future and playing the game, of course. I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing gameplay live streams on Cryowar as well as other games, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss it. But sound off your thoughts about Cryowar in the comments below. What do you think about the tokenomics? Which hero are you interested in playing? If you made it this far and you think that you got some value from watching, a thumbs up down there is always helpful and I appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching and keep exploring.